First off, I want to give all praises and glory to the Most High Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. Salutations to all the brothers out there that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity. And peace, blessings, and healings onto the elect. And today I got a couple things I want to get into. Over 9 million U.S. families fear they can't afford food next month. Census survey. A poll released by the U.S. Census Bureau this week revealed that at least 9 million American households, that include children, are unsure whether they'll be able to access enough food in the next 4 weeks. And millions more are experiencing housing insecurity during the coronavirus pandemic. The Bureau's weekly House Pulse survey, taken between May 14th and 19th, asked respondents about their loss of employment, food security, overall health, and other issues they are facing during the pandemic. According to the data, more than 9 million households are not at all confident that they will be able to afford food in the next month, and more than 18 million are only somewhat confident about their food security. The census also asked respondents whether they had experienced food insecurity prior to March 13th, when President Donald Trump declared the pandemic a national emergency and schools across the country shut down. Just over 2 million people had often not had enough to eat before the pandemic forced state and local economies to shut down, which was followed by little economic relief for families from the federal government. Since the coronavirus outbreak began spreading across the country in March, food banks have reported skyrocketing numbers of Americans relying on their services, including many who had never before needed assistance accessing food. With 74% of U.S. families living paycheck to paycheck, including 1 in 4 households that earn at least $150,000 per year, the pandemic and the federal government's reluctance to offer more than one-time direct payment of $1,200 to most Americans plunged millions into desperate situations overnight. And this is a tweet. Adults in households with children were more likely to report permanent loss of employment and food shortages since the start of COVID-19 pandemic, according to the new census survey. As Common Dreams reported Wednesday, the same household pulse survey revealed that a quarter of respondents weren't able to pay their rent or mortgage in May, or were concerned they wouldn't be able to pay in June. So everything's just coming to a head, bro. Intercept journalist Rachel Cohen pointed out on social media that the widespread economic uncertainty that's grown out of their pandemic is having reverberating effects on Americans' overall well-being. You know, that's all I need to read. You know, Yahweh Shem Shai is about to bring a great famine. He's destroying the jobs. I think people have forgotten how many people got laid off. And it hasn't even been that long. So how are they going to feed their family? You got all this civil unrest happening now. You know what I'm saying? All is going according to plan. You know, Yahweh Shem Shai's plan, not Esau's plan. You know what I'm saying? This is Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few jobs, and those that look out the windows be darkened. And that's what you've seen when I read this article. People have no hope for the future. You know what I'm saying? That's what that means in Ecclesiastes. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. No jobs. You know, these people that didn't pay their rent this month, and they're out of work, how they gonna pay it next month? And even if they got kids, how they gonna eat? What happens when these food banks run out of food? You got a glimpse of what's going to happen in Minneapolis. They're going to start looting. You know what I'm saying? And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And you seeing that right now with all these celebrities, these singers. They're all they're attention whores, and they being brought low. You know, it is what it is. This is 2 Ezra 16. I'm going to start at 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. And the power shall stand in his fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. You know, you got civil unrest going on right now all across America. You had this lockdown. Yeah. And you people have still not repented and turned from your wickedness. Because it's Yahweh Shemel Shai that's doing all these things. He's shutting down America. He shut down the world. It's not the white man. It's not Esau. It's Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because he's about to bring great judgment on this place. Nor always be mindful of the scourges. You people are not mindful of Yahweh Shemel Shai's judgment that he's about to bring. You have not turned from your wickedness. He's giving y'all people your last chance. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth. Victuals are basically like cheap food. They go to the food bank, and what happens when that food bank runs out? And they shall think themselves to be in the good case. You people think that you're in the good case. You know, shit is opening back up. But as you can see, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he likes playing chess. So he took George Floyd's life through an Edomite, and look what it incites. You people been cooped up in the house for 2 to 3 months. You come out the house and you bring all that anger out. They send in the National Guard. You make the National Guard retreat. You know what I'm saying? It's a lock in. That's just crazy, bro. Like, I'm in the spirit, and then, all right, think themselves to be in a good case. You know, you people think, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. You know, great confusion is going on right now with the civil unrest. It's about to be a great famine, and the sword is the modern day weapon, the gun. You know, people going to be fighting each other. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. So this is coming. You know, many people going to die from famine. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So you're going to get destroyed by the modern day weapon. Somebody going to kill you. You know, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. So it is what it is. You know, this is what's coming. You know, famine, death, and destruction. You know, I got another thing right here I want to play. The killing of George Floyd, curfews, and chaos. Now I want to play this whole video. So it's only 3 minutes. You know, bear with me. I'm going to play it and then get some scriptures, because the thing that got me about all this was the National Guard was in Minneapolis and they retreated. But now they're sending the National Guard to Atlanta. You know, and we'll see what happens. So
y'all got numbers. We got numbers. Y'all got guns. We got guns, but we choose not to use them.
You can use fire here.
Does anybody got something to bring this shit? Fuck the police!
Additional crime. Since you have refused to leave the roadway, you will be placed under arrest on the charge of...
Nobody is sanctioning the arson and the thuggery and the burglaries, but the protesters and the anger and the fear and the frustration, yes. Yes.
We have some media critics out here as well. We're going to get Christian to go ahead and look up and show the line between the Secret Service. Shannon.
There is no burn down. There is no pride in looting local businesses that have become institutions of a neighborhood.
Hey, look at this man. Yo, I gotta get a scripture, bro. Look at this nigga crying and shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. This is Sirach 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rust, if so is his wickedness. Come on, man. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 16. The enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, and that's what this Edomite was doing. There's no pride in burning down your city. But in his heart, he imagined how to throw thee into the pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Come on, man. You Edomites is to not be trusted. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And look, this dude come up on the podium. Oh. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. So he pretending to help us. You know, we know that you Edomites is come on, man. How about Shemashah is using y'all on the left-hand side to do all this shit? Y'all think y'all slickety slick. Y'all not slick. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. Look at this dude, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. No, bro. Just get tired of this bullshit. It's like a world stage. You know, this is Yahweh Shemashah's movie. You know, and it's just crazy to see the characters. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we're not gonna get involved in all this shit that's going on. We're just gonna watch. We're just watchmen. You know, we're gonna wait on Yahweh Shemashah. We're not gonna take vengeance. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're gonna let Yahweh Shah do that. And if Yahweh Shemashah deems fit to raise up some brothers with spiritual power, then they'll do what they gotta do. They'll follow the commands of Yahweh Shemashah. So it is what it is. But I want to keep playing this video. That shit just pissed me off.
Where are the black state troopers?
Look how we're treated. It's like we have no rights at all. It's like we're not human at all.
The National Guard was forced to retreat. That's the thing I want to harp on, bro. Like, martial law coming, man.
I'm the son of Malcolm X.
Hey, you Jakes out there, you think Martin Luther King and Malcolm X was, come on, man. Martin Luther King died and Malcolm X died. You know, it wasn't time, but it's time now. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm actually going to go back down there and protect some small businesses because I don't want shit like this to happen.
And there you go. You see Esau ready to kill Jake.
I want shit like this to happen.
What happened was not okay.
You know, get some, I want to get this National Guard troops deployed in Atlanta. So National Guard was in Minneapolis, they retreated, and now they're in Atlanta. So I want to see what's going to happen with that. Because how about Shemashah? This is the greatest movie ever told. Americans descend into chaos amid national attacks designed to destabilize civil society. And that's what it's for. This is 2 Ezra 15. And 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for their sword and destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You know, that's what it's going to come to. It's going to come to martial law. They're going to set up the FEMA zones and all that. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's what it's coming to. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that puts it in the thing I was getting in 2 Ezra 15, because of the lack of bread. Because all this is coming to a head. Yeah, we're at the beginning of sorrows, baby. Yeah. And I wanted to get some... Let me get my handy dandy book, you know. This is Jeremiah 49:9. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stood up, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? And you know, it looks like Esau roused him up because of killing that George Floyd. You know, because how about Shemashah said this will happen, and it's happening. Numbers 23 and 24, behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion, like it just said, right? And lift up himself as a young lion. He shall not lie down until he eat of the prey and drink the blood of the slain. And that's what it's going to come to. This is Isaiah 19:17. And the land of Judah shall be the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. And that's what you're seeing right now. Judah being a terror, burning down shit and civil unrest. That's what you're seeing right now. Judah getting roused up. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he have determined against it. So it's Yahweh Shemashah that's doing all this because he said he would. Now, I want to get because, you know, them Jakes, you know, they're taking the power into their own hands. You know, they don't know that Yahweh Shah is going to return and set everything right. You know what I'm saying? And vengeance is of the Lord's. You know what I'm saying? We're going to patiently wait on the Lord, because he's going to put Esau in his place. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have nothing to worry about. You know, like I said, vengeance is of Yahweh Shah. He's going to come back and put everything in its right place. This is Isaiah 63:1. And this is talking about Yahweh Shah when he returned. Who is that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra, that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength, that I speak in righteousness, mighty to save? Or who is mighty to save? Yahweh Shah, who people eagerly call Jesus Christ. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I had tread in the winepress alone, and of the people thereof was none with me. For I tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So, Yahweh Shemashah, Yahweh Shah is going to take vengeance. You know what I'm saying? We have nothing to worry about, you know. Like I said, he's going to put this white man in his place for what he did to us. This is Romans 12:17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men, if it is possible, as much as life in you, live peaceably with all men. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua will repay. So, like I said, we have nothing to worry about because we already got the victory. You know, we just got to wait on Yahweh to fulfill, you know, the last bit. This is Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour out upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. From all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So there you go. You know, that hit the nail right on the head. So double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me the truth, and call halal Yahweh by Shem Yahshua by Shem Kakadash.